There is a Japanese term, nemawashi, which translates to rotating the root. Okay, that's not what that's not what the context of what I mean. But the idea is that before you actually get into a meeting, there's all kinds of conversations that might actually happen, so that once people are in there, everyone's kind of on the same page, and then you sort of start from that higher level in terms of moving to achieving whatever the goal is. I think that people who plan a retreat where everyone magically shows up expecting to be entertained, wine dined, and then magically things happen, the things are far more likely to go off course, right? So a little bit more of nemawashi beforehand means that it's more likely to be successful. We talked about some of that already. Interviewing every single person who's going to be there, right? Okay, working so closely with the client in terms of the actual design of the actual thing itself. Really test driving some of these things with the CEO, managing partner, executive director, just to make sure that there's alignment there, etc. So making sure things happen beforehand so things don't go off. I know I'm sidestepping your question, right? So I think that as a facilitator, as a trainer, you're up in front of everybody, and you've got to be so attentive. You may be talking, but you're spending more time listening. That's one thing. We don't do retreats, just one of us. There's always two of us. Okay. We sort of joke when Rania, when you're up in front of group people, like I'm the air marshal, just watching to see what's going on. And when I'm up in front, you're the air marshal, just watching what's going on, right? And to be able to have some of the post conversations after every segment, just to make sure that people are on the right track, that there wasn't any misunderstanding, to clear up sort of things that they might be struggling with one way or the other. And that way, it's far less likely to go off track. Right? It's very hard to do that air marshaling internally because, thank you, everybody who's there has got a role actually in the retreat itself. I think there's also a time where where you do a quick touch base. You break for lunch, you break for dinner, etc., and you have the conversation. So in our particular case, we go to the person who's our direct contact, and we also go to the CEO and ask the question: how do you think it's going? Have you heard anything that you've noticed, right? And that allows us to move things around on the fly or change the angle a little bit. It's not a question of, this is so hard when I fly in, do a session and fly out, because, if the entire retreat is planned by having people flying in and flying out, there's no way that you can flex to make sure that the needs of everyone in the room and the leaders are actually met.